All right, folks, thanks again. Welcome back to our last episode 6, really, of the intro to what the Meeech Approach is. And with me today again is Kim Shepard, who is doing the interview and holding me accountable, or trying to. No, she actually does a very good job at it, which scares me even more. So today we're going to talk about, so what do you do now?
So, you and I have been talking a lot, and we've done 6 episodes so far. And I would think that a lot of companies would think that you are for companies in crisis only. Are you?
Oh, great question. God, can I leave now?
Time to go, sir.
Yeah, it is. So you own a home, you own a car, you buy insurance to safeguard yourself. This is insurance for your company.
Oh, well said.
So it really comes down to companies don't know until it's too late that they've drifted. And when you've drifted, it's almost harder to get back because there's so much time has gone by, depending on the size of a company. So where I can tell you our sweet spot is company size, it doesn't mean it's our only. We've done mom and pop startups. We do family owned, private equity and venture capital backed portfolio companies, so that we become part of the private equity and venture capital or their services, their tool, or their system, I should say, that they use to manage their portfolio companies. And our sweet spot really is in like that 500 million-ish in revenue company size.
One of the things that I find is that when a company is on a growth spurt and everything is seemingly looking great because we're on a growth spurt, and that's when the drift starts.
Yes.
Because you don't know, you're high-fiving so often that you don't know that you're drifting, and you don't know that it's time to build infrastructure. And those are the companies that probably need you the most, and yet they're going to say, I have zero bandwidth right now. I just I can't go there.
So what I'm going to say to that, and this is not a sales pitch by any stretch of the imagination, even though it will come across as one. So the freebie assessment really is, again, I'm repeating myself from previous episodes, but the freebie assessment is 5 questions with 1 bonus question. And those 5 questions give you immediate, quick answers on where you are. And you could be 75 to 100%, which means that you're in pretty good shape, and you're not going there. The paid assessment gets at, and I think I mentioned this to you before, there's 25 questions, 5 of those are bonus questions only on drift. And so it opens the lens, it gives you immediate results, as we talked about, why the AI comes into play. Yet at the same time, that I don't have time to do this. There's too many other things on my plate. It's 30 minutes.
So let me back up. Drift from what?
So it's drift against your vision and strategies. So if you have a vision, again, shouldn't change from year to year. That should be your direction. It should be your radar, your navigation, whatever you want to call it. That is who and what you are as your business. Small, short, actionable. Almost anybody in the business should be able to say it. Not a slogan. Some are, but not a slogan.
Not an elevator pitch.
Not an elevator pitch.
Not a mission statement. Nope.
No, actually, your mission statement is your culture.
Right.
That's really what it comes down to. Right? That's people get confused about it. I'm not saying get rid of mission statements, but your vision is what runs your business. Those then disseminate into the top 3 to 5 business strategies for your fiscal year. Again, those will probably carry out year to year because initiatives or strategies don't go away.
Right.
Okay. That's what drives it. Anything beyond that, you can't manage. And what I end up happening when I do offsites with executive teams is I ask them in advance, and I get these laundry lists of 25, 30, 40, 50 initiatives. I go, and then I post them all out there.
And do any of them kind of the strategy?
No, because they haven't created, they think that's what the strategy is.
Yeah.
And then my simple question back to them, and I'll say to you, if you did it to me, is how are you going to accomplish those this year? Because almost every single one are initiatives within a core strategy. And that's when the ahas start to come in. And it's a very quick response.
People don't realize that strategy is a contact sport. It is gloves off and it is pedal to the metal.
Yes. And what I would add to that is your team is on that field with you. Mm-hmm. And we forget that because we talk at them. Mm-hmm. We don't talk with them. So your question you asked me several episodes back is, how does the team engage in this? This is how. most often we just talk at them and we're not engaging them. This engages them.
Right. Well, you got to go not just top down, you have to do bottom up at the same time.
What's the old, I think we've used this so many times now, but it is true. When you invert the triangle and you put the C-suite at the bottom, they are supporting the rest of the organization.
Exactly. And that's the way it should be. You often talk about CPR in your offering. So explain it to me. Make it in English.
So basically it comes down to strategy is a contact sport. And we look at it as saying that if your strategy is not on key, then your execution is gasping for air. Okay. So that means your alignment and your execution is gasping for air, and we are the defibrillator.